having a bit of a technical day, but I think I managed it. Why is it so dark? Let's see if I can. Whoa. Oh. Let's see. There's the one. That was painful and annoying, and I will have to fix that in a minute or 40, however long this takes. But yeah, I had a few issues with my camera, but I did have something I wanted to share with you. Look, this happened within the last 24 hours. It's quite the milestone, and I'm hoping it sticks because it doesn't always. Ooh. So today, the second day of the Easter calendar, I got according to the designer, a wooden heart with chicken wire. First I saw honeycombs, but it's supposed to be chicken wire, but you can make it whatever. Then this is a hanging flower. It's supposed to go like this. Of course, you can use it however you want, but that was what the designers said in their YouTube video. So now, also, these are not dry, so you can see the final result before I put it somewhere away. So yesterday I said that I was going to open this in the morning and then think about what I was going to do during the day, and I have also watched a lot of videos about it, and it may have influenced what I'm going to do now, but my first thought was that I wanted to make just a heart, so I cut some out beforehand. That's the upside to me doing this before I go live, the peeking, that is. I don't think I will watch any inspiration tomorrow. I have other things I have to do anyway, but I will look at the dies, and then I can think about it while I do my cleaning and stuff. We're having some people over, and I need to get ready for that. So let's clean this out. And I have found, I think, 5 other YouTubers who have pledged to do the calendar. Only one of them is live, the others are all recorded, but I don't think that's the most important part. I don't have enough subscribers to have a huge amount of input from going live, but I did contemplate whether I should open the calendar the day before and then make a card and then spend the day editing it so it could come out on the right date. But I didn't want to edit that much. I like editing, but there are other things to do in life. One of the creators I saw, I think it was Deb I think she's from Britain. She just used these parts with the bees from yesterday. So, I did wonder if I should stack up the hearts and then make the top one with the chicken wire and then put something inside that could shake about, but I think the holes are too big and I don't have any tool. I could have used tool. I have tool on the brain, so I have 3 weddings to go to this year. One of them is my own, so that takes up a fair amount of space in my brain at the moment. But the plan is stacking these hearts and stamping this sentiment which says live life inside, kind of like yesterday's card, and then decorating with flowers. I was thinking maybe I'd use this pot to be able to put it besides everything else. So let's see about that. Go. Don't know what else to say. So, almost there. Don't know if I want an extra one. Maybe. I'm uncertain. But at least 2. So, and luckily all of the dies fit in this one, so I don't need to use the big machine. Yeah. If I do these, I did keep out everything from yesterday. I figured I could use that as my color palette. I was thinking blue for the flowers, and then of course the greens. I may need an extra green in a darker color. And we were over here, right? These 2. Don't have anything that really fits. Could maybe go here. Maybe. I'll think about it while I cut out some of these. It's not that I'm going to color all of my projects in alcohol markers. It's just where I'm starting out. I may switch to some distress inks, even some watercolors. If I'm doing it that way, then I need this. And oh, maybe some of you wonder how my silicone brush fared. So I've been waiting to pull this off to do it on camera. Seems to come off pretty easily. And this piece of paper I can use again. So. Okay. If I need that, maybe. Start with some tape here. And some cutting. See. And some of the creators I saw made several cuts of these and then made, and to give them dimension, I don't think I'll do that. Just wanted to have enough to play with. Maybe I'll cut these apart though, to make it easier to layer them. Maybe one more. I can fit one more in here. That one goes. And maybe able to do that one too. There we go. There and and the pot. I think I'll need the pot. That would mean an extra piece of this. And I always cut mine because I like to be able to read the label afterwards, and they always put it over the seam. I get that is a theft countermeasure, but it's right in the name, the important part of the name in my opinion, which is the sorry, I don't know what the D is for, but 24 is the year it was released. 05, that means it was released in May, and this is number 5 in that collection. That's how the numbers work, if you didn't know. I know this because I interned in a crafty shop, local crafty, also where I bought my my calendar, actually, where I buy mostly all my dies from Gummiapan. So that's how I know. Now you know. Spread the word. So a pot, a tiny pot. Put it over here, maybe. Then I'll maybe need some browns. Should I do a white pot maybe? Oh. I do have yellow, but yeah. I don't know. At least I think of something. I'll just leave this here in case I need something else. You can go back in here for now. Maybe some light browns. What if I do these two? BR04 and no, BR04 on Y169. There. See, this is green, but it's not exactly green over here. This makes not a lot of sense. Some light browns for that, and something to color on. I don't know if I'll color the heart, and I don't know if this will have a colored background, so that's why I won't know which color this will be until I know what everything is. That's out of frame. I'm sorry. I was pointing at this. Goody. Leaves first. And the spectrum is the light one. Goody. Like I said yesterday, if you weren't here, these colors really cheat. When it comes to the caps, you really have to be careful. But as long as you have your cheat sheet, so to speak, then I don't think it matters. They work quite well. And I don't think it's the only brand that has that problem, to be honest. That kind of looks like a Lord of the Ring leaf in the shape. I have to remember that. Yeah. This is taking a little bit of time. Now I didn't catch what the designer said this plant was cold. So I don't know. I just know that she said it was a hanging plant. And I did wonder that when I saw the die because of the curve here. Tiniest of curves. So. But tomorrow I may watch Gummiapan's own YouTube video on the die, but I don't think I'll watch anyone else. Again, if let's put this down. These, depending on when they're made, some of them are curved and some of them are straight, and that means this one stands fine and others just tip over. It's annoying, but yeah. I don't know if I should darken up the dark parts. Maybe. A bit more careful. Yeah, I think that's better. Oh yeah, no humming. I have to remember that I can feel that I'm quite rusty in doing lives. Talking to myself. I also haven't really made a voiceover in over a year, so that does not help, because that's basically talking to yourself. But yeah, it has lightened the load since my burnout, and I am very careful I don't get one this summer, because that would really suck. Let's poke everything out there. I did wonder if they should be purple, but I got the blue one out, so why not use it? Let's put this back before I lose that. So flowers first, I think. I think that's the easiest way to do it. And checking, let's see. Frost blue and pale blue. Light. I think I need to switch to something a bit more drastic. I'll put this over here. B143. Mint blue. That's the light. This is the dark. Light, dark. So I'm thinking the tops are dark. And the shadow part. Top. Shadow. Top. Shadow. Top. Top. I tried zooming in yesterday. Didn't work very well in the live. So I'm not even gonna try today. Maybe a bit more dark. Here's, of course, this kind of zoom. Let's hope it focuses. It does. I think that works okay. Put this down and do the rest of the blue. Light blue. Frost and mint. And this is again. Oh, this one doesn't tip as much or something like this. And all over again. And the light one. That one gonna go away and then just top. Then some greens. That'll be whichever was the dark one. The dark one was the pale one. See if I can do this without contaminating the blue color. Yeah, seems to be working. Go. Carefully, carefully, really carefully. Saw some who cut off the flowers and just glued them back on. That was neat as well. But after fighting with my phone camera, I don't think I have the temperament for that. But I got it to work in the end. I don't know what happened. Tomorrow will be an interesting day if I have to do that all over again. Like that. And then the pot. Come here, little one. Maybe I should just make sure there's nothing left to contaminate with. And then putty was the light one and brown gray was the dark one. One of the tipsy ones under the rim. inside the pot. Not that I think we're going to see much of that part. And the sides. Maybe I should pick 3 colors actually. You'll see how it goes. Probably need that one again. Then more here and here. Nope, not that one. That one. A bit of a funky color. And I forgot. You two stay there. Stay. Glue all over the place. This is gone great. On the top. Putting it in. Yeah, I think that'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. So that's another set of colors for the project. Let me go grab my good tweezers because this is gonna be fiddly. There. I have several crafting stations at the moment since I'm making paper flowers for the wedding. A lot of that I do on the couch. So let's do a card base next. Be nice to know what we have to work with here, space-wise. Oh yeah, that one is at the other station as well. It's good to have more than one of a tool. Let's put that away. Sorry about the noise. Good. So I have my hearts, my sentiment. Let's put this in to keep that in place. Then I have this with some flowers in it. You have to go up a bit here. There. I'm going to have to cut these apart a bit. Start by doing that. And this. Okay. And leaves on top. Like I said, I may have to cut these apart. Something like that. And then live life in this. For sentiment. Do I want a colored background? Maybe. Could do. I did pink yesterday. No, not again. I have a cart with all my cardstock scraps. Haven't used purple yet, but I do have one that is if I can get to it. So light. Oh, goodness. Everything wants to come out. Go back. This one may be soft enough that I can do nets and layers, but yeah, that might do it. Ooh, that'll also make it easier to stamp the sentiment. And I'm getting a bit hooked on not lining these up properly. Sorry, it's a tiny bit late, but this was the best time. If I wanted to do the same time all week, with going out to events and getting guests over. Normally they have left when we reach this point of the day. Let's see. Since 10.5 is the most, I'll start by cutting here. I'm using my cheat sheet here. Let's see how much we get here. We get 13. At the most. So let's do that. 13 and 8.5. Like so. Yeah, the size fits. Thinking. If I want to do something with it. Oh, it does have some embossing here and a stain. Let's try and distract from that with some pattern. Let's do half. That's a problem. That's not half. That's half. No one will notice. Hopefully. This is very thin. So. I don't know. Maybe I need to cut a new one. That'll be better. Yeah. New one. Then I can actually do it bigger maybe. Don't bend the corners. So I should be able to do, let's do 14. And 14 goes with 9.5. There we go. Let's see. There. And then the hearts up here. And the sentiment. So I need to mark off this so I can put the sentiment on. Do I have a color that would do well here, or do I have to hidden boss again? Because that did look nice. But it's just so noisy. There. Yeah, should be able to do it there. If it's off kilter, then I don't have to keep things strict. So let's see my very tiny collection over here. I could try a distress ink. They're not recommended for stamping, but if you have a stamp positioner, I really don't see why you shouldn't use them, because you can just double, triple, 4 times how many you need to get it to a place where you think you can read it. Did I say that this was shaded lilac? Don't think I remember to say that. This side is not as willing. That's better. Okay. Putting that away, cleaning this off. Just water. That usually does the trick. And I'm putting this back in its place. I do like to clean as I go, otherwise I lose things. Oh, bring the panel over. There. There. Hearts. And build the plant layer. I think I want to get these in place. Let's see if it wants to play today. It's really hit and miss with this bottle. Yes. Come on. Come on. Nope. would do it. That was what I couldn't get out yesterday, I think. Got out enough to get it started, but there we go. That should help. And then just using the needle to clear out anything I pushed into the nozzle. Let's see it now. Yay! A whole lot of glue. Go. Okay. There's a dog here. There's always a dog here somewhere. Let's do that. And then figure out how to put the other one. Maybe like that. I think that could do it. Like so. And then let's build this plant. Just thinking, I have these tiny scissors. They're great for detail work like this. I take off this here though. That makes this tiny bit different from this one. And then I should be able to glue these in behind here to make it trail longer. It looks like I can put glue on this one too. Because it lined up something else. Put that on there. Oh, this is really. And glue the rest underneath. Carefully. Real carefully. Like so. Look at that. And then the question is it too long? I don't think so. That's annoying. And then I need to cut one of these. Let's get this out of the way. Oh, too much thinking. Let's put these on here. Maybe put it up here as well. They go here, inside of the card, so to speak. Uh-oh. Don't do that. This. Can't go such. Okay. I can get this to work again. This one goes behind there. This one goes here. There. Ooh. Don't you dare. There we go. And the question is, do we need more flowers? I think that's too much. These, if I don't use them, I'll put them in the bag over here for something else. Or I can put them on the inside. Or over here. Maybe that's the... Yeah. That could do it. That could do it. See, there's always a reason. Alright. Let's stop that. Oh, go on the back side, please. Okay. So. And then these. And this. And the question is, will it need a foam square? And that would mean putting foam behind all of these. So no, flat card. Okay. There we go. Like so. Like so, like so. This may need a little bit of something. This contains perfect pearls. That's why I put this tape on it, so I know that that's what it's for. And I can't really see the lilac on that side. There it is. That is far more than I need, but it doesn't come out any smaller than that. I normally do this in my box, but I really don't want to get it out. I think that helped a bit. That helped a little bit. Oh, my hair is itchy. So that happens when I overexert myself. Well, technically I sweat and that's why it itches, but yeah. You get the point, I think. So now need to clean this, need to put this on the card base with the glue. Clean this first. Cleaning first. I normally have a roll of toilet paper hanging here, but I needed it urgently elsewhere yesterday. So maybe I'll remember to hang one for tomorrow. Let's see. So today I actually used all 3 dies. Yesterday I only used 1 out of the 2, so 50%, but that's not too bad. I think this should do it. Putting it back in the drawer. There we go. And I probably have little dots of purple ink all over, but that's a problem for someone else tomorrow. Or no, probably still me, but yeah. I'm tired and it's time to get this card to finish. I do think it turned out nice. It did get some spritz of shimmer all over, but I'm not mad. Always do the corners and then all along the sides. And up the middle is so that it doesn't start bending at some point. Everyone have their own technique for this. So I can see these are not quite dry, but I do have a big block I can put on top. So I can't really show you today's card finished, but it'll be on the table tomorrow when we start, so you can see it. I'll of course clean up a bit before then. Let's just clean this off too. And the needle. There we go. And yeah, I have to go delete all the other lives I've made today, just to make sure that only the right ones are on my site. And I'll put in the things I used. Let's see, the markers I used. I'll need, and I'll need this one, and then these, and then cardstock. So actually, not too many supplies for this, which is nice. I guess this is it. See you tomorrow, eller på gensyn.